The way I see it, in many respects, and I'm not talking about politically, I'm not talking about culturally, I'm not talking about emotionally, but you and your firm have made out pretty damn well in this election, haven't you?
Oh, you mean because of Bitcoin, you mean?
Well, yes.
For now, I mean, listen, you know, a lot of things have to go right, and the market is pricing a near perfect regulatory situation and a perfect Secretary of the Treasury and a perfect SEC commissioner, et cetera. So a lot of things have to go right. But yes, I mean, it's been a big move. But since we're just talking specifically right now about Bitcoin, I would maintain to the people in this room that Bitcoin is at the price that it should have been at in January of 2022. And just hear me out for a second. The cash ETF should have been approved January, February of 2022. It was blocked by Gary Gensler. Lawsuits ensued. The court ruled in favor of the industry. If you go to law school and take administrative law, there's a clause in administrative law that you can't be arbitrary or capricious with the administration of the law, and he clearly was doing that. So he did something to the industry that held back pricing and held back where we are today. So I think where we are today is just a reflection of where we should have been. Now, before we go to the next question, I will say this about Gary. He didn't do this on purpose, but he actually saved the industry, because by blocking the Bitcoin cash or spot ETF, it exposed the weaknesses in the industry. It exposed FTX and Celsius and 3 Arrow, and we had this capitulation and collapse and deleveraging, which, you know, I mean, I was getting killed back then, as you know. Okay, you have very friendly journalists, I mean, that write about me when I'm getting my ass kicked, but anyway. And I stayed in those positions and obviously being rewarded now. But if Gary didn't do that, I think we would be living in a world of Sam Bankman-Fried. I don't think that that fraud could have necessarily been exposed. So, you know, we do need regulation, and we do need propitious and mindful regulation.